The weight of your past is holding you back, but the power to break free lies in your hands. Burn the past, turn the page, and step into the future you deserve. You've been holding on to it for far too long. The pain, the regret, the disappointment, they're weighing you down like anchors tied to your soul. You see, what's behind you is done. It's gone. You can't rewrite it. You can't undo it. But what you can do, what you must do, is burn the past, turn the page, and move on. Because your future is waiting for you to step into it, and it's bigger, brighter, and better than you can imagine. But to get there, you've got to let go of the baggage and move forward with nothing but your will to grow. Your life is a story, and the chapter you're stuck on is only one piece of it. So why cling to the pain of the past when the next chapter is still unwritten? You have the pen, you have the power. Don't waste it reminiscing about what's already done. Burn it, leave it, and focus on what's next. What's in front of you is so much greater than what's behind. Don't let the wounds of yesterday define who you are today. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than your failures. But to realize that you've got to turn that page, you've got to rise up from the ashes and move forward with a purpose. There is no growth in the past. The future is where your opportunity lies. Now, are you ready to take hold of it? Are you ready to burn the past, turn the page, and move on? Because if you don't, you'll be stuck. Stuck in the same cycle, stuck in the same pain. But if you let go, if you move on, you'll see what you've been missing all along. Your best self is waiting. Your greatest achievements are ahead of you. But the only way to get there is to stop living in yesterday and start thriving in today. The past is a chapter that cannot be rewritten. No matter how much we wish we could go back, the events that shaped yesterday are set in stone. You can replay them in your mind 1,000 times, but the reality remains unchanged. What happened, happened. The time for correction is gone, but the time for growth is now. Dwelling on the past keeps you stuck in a cycle of regret. And what ifs, it's like replaying the same scene over and over, hoping for a different outcome. But life doesn't work that way. The energy spent on things you cannot control is energy wasted. You lose precious moments that could have been invested in building something new. Letting go isn't about forgetting or pretending it didn't happen. It's about choosing not to let your past define your present or dictate your future. The mistakes you've made and the pain you've endured were real, but they don't have to be a prison. You hold the key to your own freedom by releasing what no longer serves you. When you cling to the past, you're dragging yesterday's baggage into today's opportunities. Imagine walking through life with a heavy load on your back. Every step becomes harder, every move slower. The weight of yesterday robs you of the chance to embrace today's possibilities. Shifting your focus forward is where your power lies. The past may be fixed, but your future is wide open. It's a blank canvas waiting for you to paint it. The colors you choose, the brushstrokes you make, all of it is under your control. The only thing standing in the way is your attachment to what's already done. Real change begins when you stop letting yesterday's failures hold you hostage. The more you dwell on what went wrong, the more you blind yourself to what can go right. There's no success in reliving past mistakes. Success comes from learning, growing, and moving forward. Every moment you spend fixated on the past is a moment you could have spent shaping your future. The past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Learn from it, but don't live in it. Free yourself from the chains of regret and step boldly into what's next. You can't change what has already happened, but you can decide what comes next. The road ahead is yours to walk, free from the burden of past mistakes. Forgiveness is a powerful tool, often underestimated in its ability to heal. It's not about excusing the hurt or pretending it didn't happen. It's about releasing yourself from the grip of anger and bitterness. When you hold on to grudges, you allow the past to have power over you. Forgiveness breaks that chain, freeing you from the weight of resentment. Forgiving yourself is just as crucial. We all make mistakes, but too often we are our own harshest critics. We replay our missteps over and over, feeling undeserving of grace. But without self-forgiveness, growth is impossible. You can't move forward while constantly punishing yourself for the past. Forgiveness is about accepting that you're human, that you've stumbled, but it doesn't define who you are today. When you forgive others, you aren't letting them off the hook, you're letting yourself off the hook. Holding on to anger or grudges only poisons your own spirit. It clouds your judgment, steals your peace, and keeps you stuck in the same painful cycle. Forgiving someone is an act of strength, not weakness. It's choosing to prioritize your peace of mind over the pain of the past. It's easy to think that holding on to hurt keeps you safe from being hurt again, but that's an illusion. The real safety comes from letting go. When you forgive, you regain control of your own emotions. You reclaim your energy, your focus, and your life. The power shifts back to you because you're no longer consumed by what someone else did or didn't do. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean you have to trust the person who wronged you again. It means you are releasing yourself from the burden of carrying that hurt. It means you're choosing to heal rather than letting the wound fester. Forgiveness is the path to growth, not just in relationships, but within yourself. Self-forgiveness requires courage. It asks you to face your imperfections head on and say, I am worthy of moving forward. It's easy to get trapped in self-blame, but that only keeps you locked in the past. To grow, you must forgive yourself, learn from your mistakes, and give yourself the grace to move on. Only then can you step into your full potential. When you forgive, you create space for something new. The bitterness, anger, and pain that once took up so much room inside you begin to dissolve. You make room for peace, joy, and growth. Forgiveness isn't about the other person, it's about your freedom. It's about reclaiming your energy and focus so you can invest it into something that serves your future. Forgiveness is an ongoing process, not a one-time decision. You might have to remind yourself daily to let go of the hurt. But with each step, you feel lighter, stronger, and more in control of your destiny. That's the power of forgiveness. It heals the wounds you thought would never close. Your future is wide open, a blank page waiting to be written. The beauty of it lies in your hands. Every decision you make, every action you take is another sentence, another chapter of your story. No one else can write it for you, and no one else has the power to change it. You are the author, the creator of your future. The past might feel like it's still pulling at you, but it doesn't have to dictate what comes next. You can't change what happened, but you can choose what happens from here. The key is to turn the page, to let go of the things that are no longer serving you. Holding on to yesterday keeps you from seeing the possibilities that tomorrow holds. When you understand that you control your future, you start to realize the power you possess. You're not a passenger in your own life, you are in the driver's seat. Every choice, no matter how small, has the potential to steer you towards success or keep you stuck where you are. The power to decide is yours. Imagine what could happen if you approached each day with this mindset. Instead of dwelling on past failures, you'd focus on future opportunities. Instead of being weighed down by regrets, you take the lessons learned and use them as fuel to propel you forward. Each day is an opportunity to create something new, something better. But to seize that opportunity, you have to let go of what's holding you back. The fear, the doubt, the regret, they are all tied to the past. They have no place in the future you want to build. Turning the page isn't just a symbolic act, it's a commitment to yourself. A commitment to take control and step into your power. It's easy to feel like you're stuck, like the future is out of your control. But that's just the past talking. The truth is, nothing is set in stone. Every day is a fresh start. You don't have to be the person you were yesterday. You can reinvent yourself, make different choices, and build the life you've always wanted. No one else can write your story for you. No one else has the power to shape your destiny. It's all in your hands. When you truly embrace that, When you accept that responsibility, everything changes. The future stops being something to fear and starts being something to look forward to. It's your blank page, your story, now write it. Growth is impossible when you're holding on to the weight of your past. Every failure, every mistake, every regret that you cling to becomes a chain around your potential. You can't move forward if you're still tied to what went wrong. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, it's a necessary step toward evolving into the person you were meant to become. When you hold on to past failures, you're keeping yourself stuck in a mindset that says you're defined by those missteps. But growth demands that you break free from that thinking. What happened yesterday is not who you are today, and it certainly doesn't have to determine who you'll be tomorrow. You must release the past to make room for your next level of success. Think of growth as a journey upward. You can't climb to new heights while carrying unnecessary baggage. That weight, those failures only slow you down. The higher you aim, the more you'll need to let go of what's no longer useful. Holding on to what didn't work out only prevents you from reaching what's possible. Letting go isn't about erasing the past, it's about learning from it. There's power in reflection, but there's danger in obsession. When you keep replaying your failures, you keep yourself trapped in them. Growth happens when you take the lessons learned and use them as stepping stones, not anchors. The truth is, you can't evolve if you're unwilling to release what's holding you back. Those old habits, those negative thoughts that keep you grounded in the same place. If you want to rise, if you want to achieve something greater, you have to shed the layers of who you used to be. Letting go creates the space for the person you're becoming. It's tempting to hold on to the past because it's familiar. Even the pain can feel like a safety net. But growth requires stepping into the unknown. It requires the courage to release what's comfortable, even when it no longer serves you. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Letting go of what you know opens the door to what you don't. And that's where real transformation begins. Clinging to failures also blinds you to the possibilities ahead. When your focus is on what went wrong, you miss what's going right. You miss the opportunities waiting in front of you. Growth is not about perfection, it's about persistence. And to persist, you must let go of the things that are no longer aligned with where you're headed. True evolution comes when you stop carrying the weight of your past mistakes. When you free yourself from that burden, you open yourself to endless possibilities. Growth requires you to shed what no longer serves you and embrace the new, the challenging, and the unknown. That's where real progress begins. What lies ahead is far more significant than anything in your past. The moments behind you are already written, but the future is still a blank canvas waiting for your next move. Dwelling on what's already happened keeps your eyes fixed in the rearview mirror while life continues to move forward. Focusing on what's ahead gives you the power to create something new, something better. Your past is just a stepping stone, not the final destination. No matter how many setbacks you face, the road in front of you holds endless possibilities. Every new day is a chance to shift your focus forward, to stop reliving old mistakes and start building the success you deserve. Your future depends on your ability to embrace this truth and let go of what's already done. Looking ahead doesn't mean ignoring your past, it means learning from it and using those lessons to fuel your journey forward. The challenges you've overcome are proof of your resilience, not reminders of your limitations. By shifting your focus to what lies ahead, you turn obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into setups for the future you're working toward. The future is a place of potential. It's where your dreams live, where your goals can take shape. But none of that can happen if you're still caught up in yesterday's failures. When you direct your energy toward the horizon, you give yourself the gift of hope, vision, and drive. These are the forces that turn dreams into reality. Focusing forward doesn't just change your mindset, it changes your actions. When you're fixated on the past, you react to life. But when you're focused on the future, you act with purpose. Every decision becomes intentional, aligned with where you want to go. This shift is what creates momentum and propels you toward your goals. The future holds more power than the past ever could. What you choose to do today sets the stage for what's to come. You may not have control over what's behind you, but you have full control over what lies ahead. The moment you realize this, the path in front of you becomes clearer, brighter, and filled with new opportunities waiting to be seized. Even in moments of doubt, remember that what's coming can always be greater than what's gone. Your potential is limitless, and the only thing standing between you and your future success is where you place your focus. Keep your eyes forward and let that be the compass guiding you toward the life you've always envisioned. The road ahead is full of possibility. It's your choice whether to walk it with your head turned backward or face it head on. The future is calling, and it's waiting for you to step into it with confidence and determination. All it takes is shifting your focus from what's behind to what's ahead. Your past does not have the power to define who you are. Too often people allow their mistakes to become their identity, as if what went wrong is all they'll ever be. But the truth is, you are constantly evolving. Who you were yesterday is not who you are today, and it certainly won't be who you are tomorrow. Every day is a chance to redefine yourself. Mistakes don't define you, they refine you, they shape you, teach you, and push you to become better. But they are not the sum of who you are. Holding on to the past gives it power over your future, and it limits your potential. The moment you decide to break free from that mindset, you reclaim the ability to shape your life on your own terms. The past is a lesson, not a label. It's easy to get stuck thinking that one bad decision or one failure is the full story, but it's not. Those moments are just chapters in your journey, not the whole book. Your story is still being written, and you have the power to take it in any direction you choose. Stop letting yesterday dictate today. Redefining yourself starts with understanding that your worth is not tied to your missteps. The person you are becoming is far more important than the person you used to be. Growth happens when you learn to see yourself not through the lens of past failures, but through the eyes of future possibilities. You are a work in progress, and that's where the real power lies. Letting go of the past is about embracing who you are right now and who you are striving to become. It's about allowing yourself the space to grow without being anchored by old definitions. Your mistakes were moments of learning, not moments of permanent identity. They don't have to dictate your next steps unless you let them. You have the power to redefine yourself with every choice you make. Your identity is shaped by your actions, your mindset, and your vision for the future. Stop looking at yourself through the rearview mirror. Instead, look ahead to the person you want to become and take the steps necessary to get there. That's how true transformation begins. When you free yourself from the labels of your past, you unlock the potential of who you can be. You're not the person defined by past shortcomings. You're the person capable of rising above them. You're the one in control of your narrative, and only you get to decide what that story looks like moving forward. Your identity is not fixed, it's fluid. It's shaped by your growth, your resilience, and your ability to move forward. So let go of who you were, embrace who you are becoming. The power to define your life belongs to you, not to the past. Every ending marks the start of something new. When one chapter closes, it creates space for the next one to begin. It's easy to get caught up in the loss, in the finality of what's gone. But the truth is that with every ending, a fresh opportunity is born. Moving on isn't just about leaving the past behind, it's about stepping into the new possibilities waiting for you. Embracing a new beginning means recognizing that what's ahead holds the potential for growth, change, and success. The past served its purpose, teaching you lessons, testing your strength, but it's not the final word. The next chapter is yours to write, and is filled with blank pages ready for new experiences. This moment, right now, is the start of something greater. Think of each ending as a stepping stone toward a better version of yourself. You may have faced obstacles, disappointments, and challenges, but they don't define what comes next. Each door that closes pushes you closer to the one that's meant for you. It's not about what you leave behind, but about what you're walking into. That's where the focus should be, on what's coming, not what's gone. A new beginning offers a clean slate. It's the chance to reset, to refocus, to realign with your goals and ambitions. Every ending gives you a fresh perspective, a new way of seeing your path forward. Let go of what didn't work and embrace the freedom to start over with newfound wisdom and strength. This is your time to rebuild, refocus, and rise higher than before. Change can feel daunting, but without endings, there can be no growth. The end of one chapter frees you to explore new dreams, new goals, and new adventures. It's the catalyst for transformation. By embracing the transition, you're opening yourself up to the vast potential that lies ahead. you're creating space for something better to take shape. When you accept that every ending is a new beginning, you unlock a powerful truth. Nothing is ever truly over. There is always a next step, always another opportunity, always room for something greater. The only limits are the ones you place on yourself. Moving on doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means learning from it and using it as fuel to propel you forward. New beginnings bring with them the chance to redefine what success looks like for you. They allow you to chart a new course, unhindered by past limitations or old expectations. Every ending is a door closing, but it's also a window opening, letting in light, hope, and a new vision for the future. It's an invitation to reinvent yourself and pursue what truly matters. Each chapter of your life builds on the last, but none of them are the whole story. The beauty of life lies in its constant evolution, in the way one phase seamlessly transitions into the next. By embracing the fresh start that moving on offers, you're setting yourself up for a future that's not just different, but better, one that's filled with new opportunities, growth, and endless potential. Resilience is born from the act of moving forward. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when adversity hits, but true strength isn't found in standing still or dwelling on hardship. It comes from pushing through the obstacles, taking each step forward even when the path isn't clear. Every time you choose to keep going, you're building the muscle of resilience. Strength is not the absence of struggle, it's the ability to rise in the face of it. Adversity may knock you down, but it's the decision to get back up that defines you. Staying stuck in the past or in the pain won't lead to growth. Moving forward, no matter how difficult, is what makes you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. When you move forward, you break free from the grip of fear and uncertainty. Resilience isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about confronting it, learning from it, and using it as a stepping stone to become more powerful. Each step forward proves to yourself that you're capable of overcoming whatever comes your way. And that realization fuels your inner strength. Pushing through adversity teaches you that you can handle more than you ever thought possible. It's in those moments of struggle, when you feel like giving up, that your true potential emerges. Moving forward isn't just about reaching the other side, it's about discovering the depth of your strength along the way. That's where real resilience is forged. Resilience grows when you embrace the process of moving on, even when it's uncomfortable or painful. Staying stuck only prolongs the suffering, but each step you take forward moves you toward healing and growth. Progress might be slow, but every inch forward is a victory. Those small wins add up and ultimately build the foundation of your inner strength. Adversity shapes you, but it doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond. When you move forward despite the difficulties, you prove that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the author of your story, and you have the power to turn every challenge into an opportunity to grow stronger and more resilient. The act of moving forward requires courage. It's not always easy, but it's necessary. Each time you push through, you become less afraid of the obstacles in your path and more confident in your ability to overcome them. That's the essence of resilience, facing the hardship, continuing to move, and growing stronger because of it. Resilience doesn't happen overnight. It's built day by day, step by step, as you continue to move forward despite the trials you face. It's a process of pushing through the adversity and trusting that with every forward movement, you're becoming the strongest version of yourself. Strength is built in the journey, not in staying still. Keep moving, and you'll discover just how resilient you truly are. The power of decision rests in your hands. No one else can make the choice to burn the past and move forward for you. It's a choice that begins within, and it's a decision that can change everything. When you decide to let go of what's holding you back, you reclaim control over your life. This moment is yours, and the power lies in making that choice today. Deciding to burn the past is about freeing yourself. It's recognizing that the weight of what's behind you no longer serves your future. Every day you carry the power to release the burdens of regret, guilt, or mistakes, but it takes a decision to let them go. That's where your freedom begins, in the moment you choose to break free. Moving forward is a conscious decision. It doesn't happen by accident. It's something you must commit to every single day. The past may have shaped you, but it doesn't have to define where you go next. By deciding to move forward, you take back the reins of your destiny. It's your life, your path, and only you can choose to take that next step. The power of decision is in its ability to shift your mindset. Once you've made the decision to move on, your focus changes. No longer are you tied to the past, replaying old memories or mistakes. You're looking ahead, driven by a new sense of purpose and direction. That shift is where transformation begins, and it starts with a single, resolute choice. Every great change begins with a decision. The choice to burn the past isn't always easy, but it's necessary if you want to create the future you desire. Holding on to what's behind you only limits your potential. But once you decide to let it go, you open the door to endless possibilities. You're no longer a prisoner of the past, you're the architect of your future. It's your decision to move forward that unlocks the next chapter of your life. No one can make that choice for you. People can offer advice, support, or encouragement, but in the end, it's your decision that matters. Once you commit to moving forward, you begin to write a new story, one where the past no longer has the final say. The decision to burn the past is a powerful act of self-liberation. It's a choice to no longer let old wounds, mistakes, or setbacks control your present or your future. That decision gives you the power to rebuild, to redefine yourself on your own terms. It's a bold step, but it's the one that changes everything. And it's a decision you can make today. Choosing to move forward is about owning your power. It's about recognizing that your life is in your hands and the direction it takes depends on the choices you make. The power of decision isn't just in burning the past, it's in deciding every day to move closer to the person you want to become. That's where true strength lies, in the decisions you make today that shape your tomorrow. Your greatest chapters are still ahead of you. The story of your life is far from over. Every page you've turned, every chapter you've lived has led you to this moment. But the most exciting, fulfilling, and transformative parts of your journey are yet to be written. You hold the pen, and with each new day, you have the power to shape what comes next. Imagine the possibilities that lie ahead. The best moments, the ones that will define you, haven't even happened yet. The future is wide open, waiting for you to claim it. But before you can step into that future, you have to make a choice. You have to turn the page. You can't keep rereading the chapters of the past, no matter how comfortable or familiar they might feel. Turning the page isn't about forgetting what came before, it's about choosing to write something new. Your past is a part of your story, but it doesn't have to be the defining chapter. The blank pages that lie ahead are filled with opportunities for growth, for new experiences, for achievements you've yet to even imagine. This is where your focus belongs, on the unwritten chapters that are filled with potential. The best part of your story is that it's still unfolding. No matter what you've been through, no matter what challenges or setbacks you face, the greatest chapters are waiting to be crafted. There's so much more to your life than what's already behind you. You're just getting started. Each new decision, each new step forward shapes the next chapter, and it's entirely in your hands. Your story is not over, and the ending hasn't been written. The struggles you face don't define the conclusion. They are only the setup for something greater. What comes next is entirely up to you, and it's going to be even more remarkable than what's come before. The next chapter could be the one where everything changes, where everything falls into place, but you have to be willing to move forward. There's a certain power in knowing that the best is yet to come. It gives you hope, fuels your ambition, and lights a fire in your spirit. When you realize that your greatest chapters are unwritten, you stop letting the past dictate your future. You start to dream again. You start to believe in what's possible, because you know that you're not done yet, not by a long shot. Your unwritten chapters are where you find your greatest victories, your biggest breakthroughs, and your deepest joys. They are waiting for you to turn the page and step into them with confidence and courage. The future holds endless possibilities, but only if you choose to embrace it. It's time to look forward with excitement and anticipation for what's still to come. The beauty of life is that it keeps offering new chances, new beginnings. Your story isn't set in stone. You have the power to decide how it unfolds. and the most impactful, life-changing moments are still out there waiting for you. So take hold of the pen, turn the page, and start writing the chapters that will define the legacy you want to leave behind. Your life is a story still being written, and the pen is firmly in your hands. The past may contain chapters filled with pain, mistakes, or regrets, but those are not the final pages. Each moment you've experienced has led you to this pivotal point, and now you have the power to decide how your story unfolds. The act of burning the past allows you to release its hold on you, creating the space needed for new growth and transformation. You are not defined by your past, you are defined by your choices. The decision to turn the page and embrace what lies ahead is not merely an act of letting go, it is a bold declaration of your commitment to live fully. Every choice you make today shapes the narrative of tomorrow. You have the opportunity to write chapters filled with hope, adventure, and purpose. Your journey is unique, and the unwritten pages before you are filled with infinite possibilities. Imagine the richness of the chapters that await you. Picture a life where each new experience fuels your growth, where every challenge becomes an opportunity to rise stronger. Embrace the blank pages with open arms, knowing that the best moments are yet to come. The power to create your future is yours, and it starts with the courage to look ahead. As you move forward, remember that resilience is built through the act of pushing through adversity. The strength you've cultivated is a testament to your ability to overcome. Allow that strength to guide you as you embark on this new journey, knowing that you are equipped to face whatever comes your way. Today is not just another day, it's a chance to redefine your path, to rewrite your narrative. So take hold of that pen with confidence and passion. Embrace the possibilities that lie within those unwritten chapters. Your story is not over, it is unfolding beautifully with each decision you make. The best is yet to come, and it's time to seize that future with unwavering belief in yourself and the incredible journey that awaits.